who she was dealing with since 2022, say in his own voice, I got videos and pictures of us. That's gonna go whenever I say so. I don't care if she go back to him.
We all know what's been going on with Rocky since that viral altercation with Easy the Block Captain, but Papoose just made headlines when he claimed that Remy Ma, his wife of more than 10 years, is not only cheating, but is allegedly in a full-fledged relationship with another woman. He even said that she has been keeping it a secret from the world, rejecting him in their bedroom, and even keeping their daughter away from him, while she spends time with her secret lover in the adjacent room. What Pap just revealed is the queen of hip-hop. He's calling her out as a liar, a narcissist, and someone who despises men. He even posted receipts that said she pawned her jewelry, clout, and their divorce, and pleaded with him to reconcile. This isn't just gossip, it's a full-on war. But the most outrageous part is that Ray shot back, and what she said could change your opinion of Pap. Simply alter all of your preconceived notions about this power duo and allow me to transport you back in time. Not long after Pap finally lost it, Papoose posts on Instagram with no beats or filters, just plain agony in his voice, and declares that he is over it. The lady he kept down for 6 years while she was incarcerated, Remy Ma, his wife and queen, cheated on him once more. But this time it was with a woman rather than simply anyone.
She go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't add up. You feel me? With this individual in our house while my daughter was on the bed with them. Ended up catching it. Now, this individual is a female.
And Pap didn't learn about it from the streets. Rather, he walked in on it. He claimed that their daughter was left alone in the bedroom, while Remy and her female companion were off doing whatever they were doing in another room. The girl dipped out as if she already knew she wasn't supposed to be there, and Pap wasn't even upset about her sexual orientation. His words, not mine, were, "Remember that Remy has been on record criticizing others for cheating? She made fun of people on Love and Hip Hop for much less, and now that Pap says she's the one out." Online, breaching all the promises while posing as the victim. Remy, don't be quiet. She went straight to Instagram Live and came in hot. She called Papu a liar, a broke boy from a pawn shop, and an emotional girl. She said that he only filed for divorce the day he uploaded the screenshot, and she even asked, "Who gave you the money?" She read aloud texts from her phone that contained Pap's name stored as Bozo, as well as texts that said he provided her films of their interactions, as if she had been financially supporting this man. That's how far this thing has gone. We're not just talking broken bows. This is a family imploding on camera. And in her words, you knew that woman was gone. He's still trying to play family behind the scenes, but the moment that really got to me was when she threatened to put his son on live to go in on him. It began in early 2022, according to Papoose, when Remy began dating Easy, the block captain. That's when he first found her cheating, and you all witnessed the tension at the Chrome 23 fight event. It wasn't just stage drama.
I mean, all that alphabetical slaughter shit, but what happens when she stopped that E?
However, according to Pap, he remained silent out of respect and remarked, "Don't play with my daughter, but I never opened my mouth because that's not my style."
I never opened my mouth, never said nothing because that's not my style. And also, I would never want to disrespect her.
And he now alleges that she is using their kid as a weapon by denying him access to her and fabricating stories on Instagram about who is delaying the divorce.
She did not allow me to see my daughter since this first transpired at the end of last year.
Let's be clear. Remy claimed that everything was signed on her end and that she would even pay for the divorce if necessary. However, Pap retaliated by saying that he kept quiet to protect his daughter's privacy and avoid the drama on the internet. But Remy wanted influence. Now, in his Instagram Live, Papu bluntly claims that Remy no longer likes men and that he is certain that she is not simply leaving him for a woman. He claims that she resents him for even learning that she doesn't want me near, her treating me like an enemy. He also hinted that this woman might not be the first time he has caught her cheating, saying, I caught her cheating numerous times since she came home. Here's the theory. May Remy Ma have been concealing her true sexuality all along? Consider the rejection and secrecy. He claims that her energy was cold and bitter, not only with him, but also with other men. The bitterness. When you thought couldn't get messier, Papoose dropped a bombshell that rocked the hip-hop scene. He claimed to have written 90% of the rhymes that ever came out of Remy Ma's mouth. If that's true, then Pap isn't about her being queer. Rather, he's about the manipulation.
I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth.
Yes, exactly the same. Remy Ma, one of the best female spitters in the game, who fought Nicki and Ryan Shatler like it was gospel, claimed that he was behind the pen and that he hadn't even asked for credit or royalties. He said, "That's my wife?" But now that Ray is bringing up his name, he isn't holding back anymore. Isn't just exposing a bad breakup, it's destroying a legacy. However, Remy Ma completely changed the course of events. She brought her own receipts and posted what appeared to be a pawn shop slip, claiming that Papoose had been pawning her jewelry and had never returned it. According to her, Pap had until his birthday was supposed to be used to pick up the Cartier bracelet, but it never arrived. That's petty on a whole new level. Imagine pawning your ex's bracelet instead of delaying the divorce. And just when you thought this story couldn't get any more toxic, Remy gave Pap the finger. "I'm going to do everything you think I won't do. I will." Nobody knows what that means, but it sounds like she's bringing more dirt, which might be legal or public, but it will undoubtedly be harmful. This is where things get more complicated than simply Remy and Pap Clarissa Shields. Yes, the boxing champion became embroiled in this controversy as well. Why is she Pap's purported new girlfriend? She recently addressed the divorce on The Breakfast Club, claiming that Pap deserves more and hinting that Remy was never truly into him. She has been openly supporting him. "You want to be in it? Fine, I'll drag your comeuppance too," Remy retorted. Let's take a moment now. This feud began in the bedroom, moved to Instagram, then to Instagram Live, and is now making its way to courtrooms and celebrity interviews. Remy provided pawn slips, while Papoose posted receipts. Both of them are slamming each other in ways that we have never seen from a pair who were once portrayed as now black love royalty. But now that fans are divided, let's return to that one sentence. It continues repeating that she despises males. Papoose didn't just mean in a romantic sense, he meant spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. He claimed that Ray's heart grew cold and that she views men as disposable and even dangerous. Now, people on the internet are wondering if is awakening or if her mask has finally fallen off. There are even old videos that show how she used to criticize male artists, criticize men in society, and disparage masculine energy. Some fans now claim that she was quietly preparing the world for this shift all along, and guess what else? There are rumors that the same female companion that Pap caught her with may have been around for years, quietly and always in the background. Possibly even we won't name any members of her team just yet, but if that's the case, this wasn't an error. Rather, it was a secret life. So you have to ask who is lying now. Papoose and Remy Ma were supposed to be different. They weren't just any celebrity couple, they were the model for ride or die loyalty. He held her down during a 6-year bid, and she returned home to open arms. Pap has been steady, emotional, and consistent. He has shown receipts and filed the paperwork. He claimed he tried to keep it private for his daughter Remy, who has been complaining, laughing, and threatening to go live with his son. However, she has her receipts, proving that the coin slip wasn't a fake. They finished it together and even appeared on reality TV together. But now it's coming to an end with accusations of lesbian affairs, pawn shops, Instagram lifestyles, and sour threats. This isn't just a fall from grace, it's an implosion. Here's why I believe Papa isn't recovering from this. He finally woke up, and judging by his speech, he's prepared to leave. Remy is in a completely different era. Her "she's gone" comment may have been the most honest thing she's ever said. But this story isn't finished because if that enigmatic female companion turns out to be true, if Clarissa Shields drops Morty, or if those alleged ghost-ridden versus leak, this one was messy, painful, and eye-opening. But tell me what you think. Is Pap telling the truth? Is Remy truly done with men? And is this the end of black love as we know it? If Pat is correct, this isn't even about divorce. Rather, it's about a complete identity shift, and the fallout is just the beginning. This is one of the biggest relationship breakdowns hip-hop has ever witnessed. Because we have more crazy stories coming up, and you don't want to miss the next episode. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and remember to subscribe.